Hello and welcome back to War Sales, and what we're doing here is I just literally went into a battle with some deserters, and I thought to myself, oh, this battle is not really going to do much for us. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to restart. I'm not going to start the recording yet, you know? I'm not going to start the recording or anything like that because I didn't think it was that amazing, but it actually ended up giving us an insane amount of medicine skill because I actually auto-resolved against them. There were 80 deserters, and it just goes to show this is the greatest way that we can level up medicine right now. And we also did gain 27 influence from that as well. So medicine skill, oh yeah, look at where we are right now. We're actually doing pretty nicely right here, and as you can see, this is exactly what we want. This is the reason why I said that leveling up medicine skill is extremely important. Chance of recovery from death due to old age for every clan member. Obviously, I don't know what the percentage chance is, but this is definitely going to be better than not having this. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And otherwise, we also have decisive battle, probably be going for that. Now, medicine skill, we're going to try and level that up a great deal in this episode. Let's try and see if we can actually make something work. I am also obviously recruiting a large number of prisoners as well. Obviously, loyalty and honors coming in mighty handy with that. And we're also gaining a significant amount from our workshops and our mercenary wages. Now, the only thing I can really think of to do right now is literally just go and fight vassals that are not that amazing. We need vassals that are gonna be easy for us to eliminate with auto-resolve, but we need something that is kind of like on the cusp, you know what I mean? A little bit dicey. We need a slightly stronger vassal than a steamroll. That's basically what I'm talking about here. Every single person seems to I don't know what's going on with the factions, but every single person seems to be declaring war against us, and it's actually hilarious. Not sure what's going on with that. Oh, here we go. We have 92. This is actually perfect. This is probably one of the most perfect things we could get. Maybe. Let's just see if we can get lucky here. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. So now watch this. We're obviously going to be going for an auto-resolve here. And look at the medicine skill. Look at that medicine skill right there. 184. Obviously, this is what we want. We want this every single day of the week. Every single time we can get any kind of significant increase in our medicine skill, that's exactly what we're going to be taking every time we do. So this is great. Now we can also obviously take these and yeah, we're just going to continue moving on. Now, the great thing about this as well is that we're getting a load of experience. We're going to get a load of experience from this. And you can see here, I actually have 17 Battanian Fian champions. We have 20 Battanian Skipari. And obviously, they're really good when it comes to their thrown weapons. As we've seen in various battles, they are actually the ones potentially even winning the battles for us. I'm not sure if the Battanian Fian champions can actually win things for us at this point in the game because they are so few, I guess you could kind of call it. I don't know whether they're really they're not really running around with a significant amount of them. We need more of them to actually make a significant impact, I think. Alright, so I did just say that we should probably auto-resolve against fights like this, but I personally think that maybe we're going to be losing way too many troops if we go in here right now, because you can see here she has cavalry, she has a lot of cavalry. Not entirely sure if we really want to go for that. It might... the thing is, though, if we are able to auto-resolve against this, we might even get 200. We might even get to 200 if we are capable of that. What do you think? Should we just go in? You know what? I kind of feel like I just want to go in right here because I find it fun. I think it's really fun to do these kinds of battles. Let's see how this is going to go. Obviously, I actually just leveled up as well, by the way, so I do now have another focus point in polearms, and that's obviously going to make a big difference to our leveling speed, and hopefully it's going to give us a little bit more. I will be speccing into one-handed as well at some point in the future. It's a little bit strange for me not to play a character that has a significant amount of melee skills. Usually I'm always going to place focus points in those things, but I've kind of differentiated a huge amount in regards to our various skill spread, shall we say, you know, because we are currently speccing into a lot of different things. We're speccing into, well, we specced into a little bit of trade until we got what we wanted from it. We specced into medicine, obviously. We're speccing into leadership, in charm, a little bit in athletics, a little bit in riding skill, a little bit in pole arms, a little bit in one-handed, some in mariner skill, a small amount in mariner skill. And yeah, all of this stuff adds up, you know, all of this stuff adds up and actually makes it kind of well, kind of difficult to really make a character that's super, super good at one particular thing, but obviously what we're supposed to be good at is medicine skill, and that's indeed what we are good at. So, you know, generally I feel like we're going to be okay with that. Now, I am going to just zoom ahead here a little bit. I'm just going to let my... Okay, yeah, we're not doing anything because these guys are behind. I can't actually see because of the sun, so this is quite funny, but I'm just wondering where the AI actually is. Are they ahead of us on the hill facing us, or are they behind the hill? It seems as though they are in front. Yes, they are in front of the hill. Okay, so that's really interesting. I'm actually kind of a bit weirded out. Whoa, this is really dark over here. Yeah, it just goes to show that's exactly what happens. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Okay, wait. Let's actually move these guys over here. And these archers just over here. And we got the enemies cavalry might be coming over. I might have baited them a small amount. Not really massive, unfortunately. I'm going to just keep my shield up for the moment. Got to be a little bit careful here because with the sun and everything, it's going to be very, very difficult to actually see anything. Look at this. Because obviously it's very dark. Okay, here we go. Ooh, yeah, no, this is not good. This is not a good place to be. I don't really want to be here, if I'm honest, so I'm probably going to get my... Ooh, oh, wait, we're getting some pretty nice kill... All right. I was going to say, we're getting pretty nice kills, and then I got myself absolutely slaughtered. Yes, let me just go over here. And, yeah, my forces are absolutely tearing them apart, which is exactly what they need to do. We need all of them to die as fast as possible. The cavalry is going to provide them with the greatest possible advantage. If we can eliminate their cavalry, we should have a good time. Nice. Imperial Cataphract eliminated. Good. I like seeing that. Can we get a little bit more of that, please? Nice. Another one. Okay. Wow. Great. Getting some very nice skills from this. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the edge of the bridge, so yes, the darkness really makes a big difference, apparently. Very surprising. Nice. This is actually a pretty much picture-perfect setup right here that we have, because obviously the archers are able to shoot directly over the heads of the skirmishers, and you can see exactly how effective that is. It's literally creating a, well, pretty much a kill box. And the enemy has very little that they can do here. This is exactly the reason why I really enjoy playing with skirmishers. Anytime you can play with skirmishers, it's just so much fun. Because you have these kinds of situations that you can do where skirmishers are obviously not fully heavy infantry or anything like that, but they're pretty decent in a one-handed fight as well. But the greatest ability that they have is to just be such upfront damage bursters. They're just really, really good at that. And you can see here, look at how we've just utterly destroyed them. They've just been utterly destroyed. This is exactly what I was talking about, though. This is the reason why I went in here manually instead of doing an auto-resolve, despite the fact that obviously we basically leveled medicine skill 0, because of course we barely leveled it at all. Very, very sad in actual fact, but you know, that's just how it goes. Now, we are obviously leveling our troops, which is indeed much, very, very much needed. And I would like to be able to do that more and more often. Let me actually just see here if I can get a couple of these guys. Obviously, I am going to be taking a wide variety of different troops. I'm actually thinking right now, do I need all this cash? Do I need all this cash from the loot? I'm thinking, do I need it? I don't know. For me personally, I am thinking that 9,100 experience is not really that much, so I will just take the... I'll just take the loot, I guess, and we'll see what we can do here. Ah, here we go. Increase morale. Yes, we're just going to increase the morale of our people by a little bit here, and we are going to enter the disorganized state once again. Yes, of course. Okay, so what I will do is I'm actually going to be keeping all of the prisoners with me at the moment because loyalty and honor is obviously going to be helping a great deal. We also have stout defender and everything, and they're both going to be working for us quite dramatically. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful about Saratus here. Yeah. It seems as though the Empire is starting to change their army compositions quite significantly. And it's making such a big difference to how many cavalry they have. Okay, so wait a minute. Conflict with Vlandia. Okay, so apparently we're... yeah, Britannia is losing against pretty much every single faction that they go to war against. Maybe one of them they managed to win against. Okay, can we actually get into can we get into battle here? Wow, she's way too fast. How is she so fast? We actually have a decent amount of horses now, don't we? She must have more cavalry than we do. That must be the reason. Saratus is over there as well. That's kind of unfortunate. Would have liked to have fought him. Oh, what about this guy? Maybe no? Okay. What's actually going on with them being so fast? I think I need to buy some more horses. That must be the case, right? That must be the case. That's very, very unsettling, actually, that they're that quick. But I guess that is indeed what happened beforehand. I'm a little bit worried about this, actually. I don't really want to go into a battle against Saratus if I can help it. Although, to be fair, I actually feel like maybe it's okay. Do you think I think we can actually win. If we get a similar situation to what we had beforehand, where we, you know, had a wonderful bridge and some great, you know, environmental setups, I think we'll most likely be able to achieve victory with minimal casualties. Okay, let's try it. He's moving at 3.5. We're moving at 3.2. How is he moving so much faster? Oh, it's because of our prisoners. Our prisoners are also making a big difference. Okay. Well, we are actually getting a patrol to help us out here, which I guess is okay. I'm not a terribly big fan of that, I suppose, but I guess it's fine. And we are just going to be moving on into this. So 170 versus 141. We might be okay here, but yeah, as you could see, the environment is not looking particularly fantastic. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. But if we can just do a relatively similar thing to what we did beforehand, we will be completely fine. But obviously, as you saw, the bridge was the only way for the cavalry and the various other enemy units to even reach us. And that's the reason why we were able to destroy them so effectively. Because they just entered such a small little area, it's super, super easy for thrown weapons, you know, specifically, to be able to do so much damage in that sense. So... yeah, really, really made a big difference. Unfortunately, this is not going to be that case. And we're going to have a bit of an issue with them, I think. Especially considering it's snowing as well. Okay, let's see exactly what happens here. Maybe, yes, our patrol people are actually moving... I think they're actually charging in. I hope they're not charging in, to be honest. Okay, let me actually just move my forces here. Move my archers around about here, I guess. We'll see if that's going to actually work. No, that's probably not going to work because these guys are moving like this. Okay, so we're going to have to move them forward then. Nice, nice hit, nice hit. That's what we like to see. Another one. Decent-ish damage. Nice. And can we get another one? Yes, there we go. And maybe another one. Okay. Apparently, I'm just getting kill after kill after kill. That's very random. That's very random luck right there. That is certainly not me doing that, because I'm not killing them in one hit, as you can quite clearly tell. Our people are doing damage, and that's enabling me to finish them off really, really quite nicely. Maybe we can do something a little bit better here by just slaughtering some of the Imperial cataphracts. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I think that would be quite nice. Nice damage. That's good, that's good. And another Imperial cataphract or two is up here, so we should be able to eliminate them. Wow, that's an elite. Okay, so that's going to be very, very difficult for... that was hilarious. Hitting someone with your horse apparently flings them all over the place if you kill them with the actual horse charge. That's always very amusing. Okay, nice. Oh, good damage, good damage. Very good. That is what we want. And I'm just going to move my forces a little bit forward. Yeah, we have to be a little bit careful here, because obviously I don't really want to tell my forces to charge in, because the patrol is giving us a false sense of security, you know what I mean? We really don't want to have that happen. Nice, good damage. We can maybe... yeah, they have a lot of Imperial cataphracts, actually. Kind of intimidating, to be honest. If I'm honest, I don't really like that. That's honestly very, very difficult to deal with. Yes, I am saying honest way too much, but there you go. Yes, that's great, isn't it? Oh, nice headshot. That's great. Okay, I like that. Maybe we can do a little bit more. I would like to kill that Imperial Cataphract. I mean, here's the funny thing. If these guys get anywhere close to us, our skirmishers will literally just tear them apart. And then our archers will further support us by hopefully having the longer range enemies pinned down. Or at least that's the hope. You know, that's the hope anyway. I don't know whether that's actually going to happen because it doesn't appear as though it is. But we're doing some pretty decent damage nevertheless, and I am getting some nice kills here and there. Let's tell our forces to charge in now. I think we should probably be fine to do that. Let's be a bit aggressive. And kill that guy. Oh, nope. Didn't get lucky on that. This guy's got way too good armor. Obviously, Imperial Elite Cataphracts, they do. And Saratus is right there. If we can actually kill him, that would be nice. Okay, no, we should be fine, though. We should be fine. I mean, the archers are going to get torn apart by our archers as long as they are actually focusing them. Obviously, our people, I think, are probably a little bit distracted by the cavalry running through them. That's the reason why generally it's a good idea to eliminate all those guys first, and what I was attempting to do. But yeah, my medicine skill is obviously leveling up as a result of this too, which is quite nice. We're almost at 200. And if we can just finish up the victory here, then I'll be very, very pleased. There we are. Nice. And there we go. Okay, so we ended up losing 16, which I don't think is that bad. I think that's alright. You know, it's not terrible. And we can get a horseman here if we want to. I don't really like any of these, to be honest. I will take the horseman, but I don't really like any of them. And we will otherwise just sort by tier here and just take some of these. There we go. That's all we can actually take. Unfortunately, it looks as though I might have to just chill. You know, might have to just chill at a nearby town or something like that. And literally just... yeah, just do some waiting, you know, just do some waiting around. That's probably going to be the best course of action for us, because that will provide us with a lot of extra prisoners. But we are we currently maxed out? Are we currently maxed out? I don't think so, right? No, we're not maxed out. We have 131 out of 147. So yeah, I should probably just wait at Maranath for a little bit and get some of these prisoners on our side, and then I'm going to sell a lot of the lower tier ones as well, because obviously, I don't know whether you've seen or whether you took note of that, but yeah, we are moving very slowly because of our prisoners. And that's obviously making a very, very big difference to whether we can catch people and actually do damage to them. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we have here? Oh, you lie down for a well-deserved nap, but you slip into an uneasy dream. You are sailing on a wind-tossed sea, a wave crashes on your bow, sending spray across the docks. Or shall I say not docks, decks even. Ugh. Yes, that just goes to show. Ha! Yes, you look closely and see that it is not water, but blood sloshing around across your feet. You stare out into the sea, and the breakers take on the forms of men you've slain in battle. And we can decide on a number of different things here. I think we're probably just going to take... probably calculating. There we go. Why not? Okay, so what else do we want to do? Well, as I said, I think we're probably just going to wait for some time. I'll try to sell a couple of the lower tier... oh, there we go. There's tier 4. We actually finally got to clan tier 4. This is perfect, because that actually means that I'll be able to purchase a workshop. Now, the question is, where do we want to purchase the workshop? Well, we have one in every single Botanian town, I believe. The wood workshop is not doing very well, as you can see. So, yeah, that's not particularly good. Sionan? Wait. Sionan, Dunglanis... Sionan, Sionan. Okay, yeah. So Sionan, we do not have a place. So let's go over there and actually see what we can get. I'm thinking probably winery. Probably a wine thing or something. Pottery shop. Wood workshop. Linen. Really? Okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I guess I'll get the linen. Get the linen one. 23,000, sure. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if that's even going to do anything, but we'll see. We'll see in due time whether it actually does. And what else do we have here? Okay, yeah, we'll go for Lancer, plus 20% damage bonus from speed with polearms while mounted. Sounds pretty nice. And we can also now get an additional point in one-handed as well if we want to. Could get an additional point in scouting, but I'm pretty sure we're not really going to need that. Athletic skill is okay as well, but obviously not really something that I'm super, super hardcore wanting to go for. So I think one-handed is probably going to be fine for me right there. And then we are just going to wait a little bit. As you can see, we are actually gaining quite a few people. We're going to just get the higher tier ones, and I'm actually just going to sell the lower tier ones right now. Can I make it there in time before they get defeated? Yes. Oh, that was close. Okay, we actually almost didn't make it there. But yeah, now we have an even larger party size as well, thanks to the fact that we did just level up our clans here. We're going to go in here with a nice little auto-resolve, just get them out the way. And as you can see, almost 200 in medicine skill. Very nice. And we are now going to be getting even more charm skill too, because we did, save these guys, and they're very, very appreciative of that, of course. And we're otherwise just going to be moving on. I don't really want any of these people for the moment. And yeah, we can just move on there. There we go. And we save these guys from being defeated. Now, I'm actually wondering whether there will be more vassals in and around here that want to attack them. I mean, we do have some deserters. I'd like to eliminate those. There we go. And this is going to be, again, look at that. Look at the medicine skill. Medicine skill, massive. Look at that. 200 now we have, which is really, really nice. Let's actually just take that guy. Take that Imperial Crossbowman. And yeah, so we're now clan tier 4, and this is going to really make a huge difference to us. Let's just take a quick look here as well. 30% chance to recover from lethal wounds for tier 1 or 2 troops. Yeah, that's going to be the only thing that we can really take here that is actually kind of useful for us. And we wanted to go for, well, Veterans Respect, like I said before. Veterans Respect is obviously fantastic. If we do get our hands on any bandits and stuff like that, then we can actually make and indeed turn them into noble troops, which is definitely going to be a significant bonus. Let's take a look at this guy. He has barely any cavalry, so we should technically have a pretty decent shot at eliminating him. Let's just go for him right now. Oh, technically I could go for an auto-resolve here and actually level up my medicine skill quite dramatically, so I think we will do that. There you go, another 5 skill points in medicine skill. And look at that, even more prisoners. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the Imperial Heavies, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to be taking anything else here. Thank you very much. And we can now move on. Let's have a look. Anything really, really good here? Nope, doesn't seem like it. We're getting some nice horses in the meantime as well, which I do very much appreciate, because that's really going to make a huge difference to our overall speed too. What's actually going on here? He's going in there against these deserters. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I guess I will help him out, even though it's not really necessary. And we're probably not going to get much from this. No, it's because he had it in the bag, of course. He had it in the bag. You only get stuff if you actually help them to survive. And this guy is actually running in against some more. Wow, this guy is really... really fearless, apparently. Anyway, rebel faction has emerged in Britannia. They are led by Clan Fen Eingol. The rebels demand that their lands be allowed to secede from the kingdom. Alright, so that's obviously civil war potentially going to happen. Fen Eingol? Fen Eingol. Let's have a look who's leading this. It's Aradweir. Okay, so he's leading the rebel faction. Okay, interesting. We may, in fact, want to become a vassal sometime soon. Our mercenary contract is still providing us a very significant amount of cash. So, for me personally, I'm not that big a fan of, being a vassal at this point. I do think that we should probably earn a little bit more in money, but... obviously, because we only have one life, we kind of need to make a move, don't we? So, I mean, that's the thing. I'm trying my best to get us a decent progression to make that happen, so that, if something does happen, then we're going to be okay. Let's actually go here. Nice, good. A little bit of relation with these fellows. Let's actually just... oh, yeah, hello. Oh, yes. You're... oh, no, come on now. Yeah. Let's go. Do you not want to fight? Yes, we do. Okay, fantastic. Whew. That was a bit of a close one. She's actually really, really fast. As you can see, another massive medicine skill boost right there. And we can also do Imperial Cataphracts, a couple of these guys. Let's recruit all of those prisoners at the same time. Level up those two. And as long as we maintain a decent level of troops, we should be completely fine to actually handle most of... oh, they made peace. Oh, so sad. So sad. I was about to say we can handle most of these vassals in and around the area, but as you can quite clearly tell, the peace agreement has just, well, totally eliminated any enemy troops in the area. So that's making everything very sad for us, because we're no longer able to get our medicine skill leveled up really, really nicely there. But, oh well, never mind. Yes, I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so I did get pretty lucky here, and yeah, as you could quite clearly tell, I went into a naval battle against some sea raiders, and we did actually gain both of their ships, which is pretty lucky. Yeah, and now we can obviously just repair those, take them into the fleet here. Technically, repairing them probably doesn't make that much sense now because I'm not really getting bosun skill at all, so probably not that worth it, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, 9,000 for us right there, and we can also then sell our loot. We have a huge amount of loot, by the way, so much so that, yeah, literally, look at that, 41,000 to sell all of that. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to make my way over to Havalvik because I'm pretty sure there are going to be some kind of nice ship upgrades. I think there's one ship upgrade over there that we really, really want. I think it provides us with nice ore power or something like that. So, kind of useful. Yes, okay, fine. I will actually go and pursue these guys. As you can see, I am much faster than these sea raiders. Sometimes, apparently. Not all the time, but apparently, yeah, we might be able to catch them eventually. There we go. Very nice. And all I've done is just auto-resolve. Just auto-resolve against them because we get so much medicine skill from that. Well, not so much, but we do get quite a lot. And it's always nice. Let's actually just get some of these. I can only get 3 more. There we are. Very nice. And we're just consistently getting really, really high tier units just from being able to use the prisoners this way. There's Ostican over there. Ugh, they really took us super, super far away from where we were beforehand. So, yeah, unfortunately, Britannia is currently at war. Well, at war with no one, pretty much. They're at peace with everyone, which is kind of sad. They did just make another peace agreement with some people, so unfortunate for us, isn't it? Yes, very, very unfortunate. So hopefully we'll be able to do something sometime soon to, well, hopefully get embroiled in some battles. And we're otherwise just going to sell absolutely every single thing here. 13,000, not too bad. We have 141,000 now. That's pretty nice. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. However, obviously, we're not really going to need a huge amount of cash, are we? I don't think we're really going to need that much. All right, so let's have a look. Where is the ah, there it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. But that is a golden upgrade. I think we already had something like that, didn't we? Did we? No, we didn't actually. No, we didn't. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just get that then. That's only 10,000. We can also get this. Seaworthiness or quivers and throwing weapon stacks. I mean, generally, I feel like quivers and throwing weapon stacks probably going to make more sense than anything else, considering we are playing ranged. Very much a ranged, focused army. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get cotton sails, but they're certainly not here. I was hopeful that we could also get the ore power, the ashlight ores or something like that, but apparently that is also not here. So yeah, I'm fine with that though, because we can spend the 21,000 and actually got pretty decent-ish upgrades, so not particularly, you know, not a huge waste. Well, we actually just gained another level here, and I'm going to go in and auto-resolve against these 69. We did get to 220 in medicine skill now, and as you can see, look at how long I've been waiting. I have 30 prisoners ready to be converted, and you see exactly why this is such a strong strategy. You can literally just, well, take a whole bunch of relatively high-tier troops, I'm talking about tier 4s and above, and over time, you will get so many really powerful troops to join your forces. And you're going to have a very, very nice time with that. And I think we're going to be declaring war against the Sturgians relatively soon. At least I hope that's going to be the case. We're just going to have to wait and see just a little bit more. Obviously, as you see, I did also get my hands on another ship. So we can just immediately go over here, sell this. There we go. And we can also obviously go and sell a bunch of other stuff. I have 102,000 right now. I'm actually not entirely sure. Why do I have 102,000? Did I lose something? Did I actually lose a huge amount because I did something or other? I don't remember actually doing anything that lost me a whole bunch of cash, but apparently I did. I don't know. I don't remember that. Anyway, we are almost at 200 in Steward as well, and as I said, I think the Sturgians will be declaring war against us soon, or vice versa, and I'm going to get ready to attack them. Wow, alright, I actually did just loot the, well, one of the best pauldron sets I've ever seen right here. Look at this, 20 body armor, 23 arm armor, very, very nice. I got this from a random random Imperial vassal that I was just helping this guy with, and that was it. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but there you go. Yeah, very, very nice. And oh, hello. Wow, wow. These people really want to kill this guy for some reason. I don't know why, but there you go. We did get to 225 in medicine skill. Gonna let her go, obviously. That's what we're doing at the moment. That's our current strategy, and we're just gonna. I guess we'll take the other ones. Yeah, so we can continue to just do this, and then we now have yet more maxed out army capacity, and it's just absolutely crazy how we can do this again and again. What? Look at what we're getting right here. Look at this helmet. Wow. Okay, that's actually incredible. 61 head armor. Yes. I will take that every single day of the week. Wow. Okay, we got really, really lucky here. That was also a legend. It's a legendary as well, which really makes a big difference to its cost, as well as obviously I think it does improve its stats as well. But yeah, extremely, extremely nice. Let's actually see whether we can continue to run some interference here. This guy is most likely going to be attacked by someone, I assume. So I'm going to kind of stick. Yep, as you can see, I'm going to stick around here. Going to wait for them to go in, and then we're going to go in ourselves, and then we're just going to auto-resolve against these guys, get massive amounts of medicine skill once more, let this guy go, good amounts of charm skill too. We're going to be getting even more amazing prisoners here. And yeah, this is perfect, because as I said, we really just need to get our medicine skill leveled up as fast as possible. This is one of the ways to do it. And as you see, this is the important thing. We need to cheat death due to old age once. That's what we need. Even though Fortitude Tonic is really, really nice in general, and I would definitely recommend taking this almost every single time if you're not doing this particular challenge, then Fortitude Tonic is really nice, because it does give you that 5 additional HP, gives your companions 10 additional HP. It's really, really nice. I am going to, however, be going for cheat death. And yeah, it's obviously, as you can see here, it does give me a minus 50% chance to die when we fall unconscious in battle. And that has happened to me once or twice. So I think it's probably a good idea that we just do a bit of a chill time here. We don't get too overzealous, too overeager or anything like that. So as you can see, she's going to go in against this guy. We're going to... Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Well, it's good that I was actually around there to assist that fellow. Is he actually going to get murdered? No, there are a couple of people in this area. I'm thinking that maybe we have, we might have an opportunity around here. I'm just trying to stick around this area. You can see the Botanians are actually winning this engagement, surprisingly enough. And there we go. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, unfortunate for me that this didn't really give me that much, but that's okay. That's not really why we're doing it. We're also obviously wanting to... Oh, no, I don't want to raid this. I don't want to raid this. This is not me raiding it. Thank you very much. I want to go in and fight this guy, thanks. Okay, yeah, so let's do that. More medicine skill, as you can see. I'm not entirely sure what other medicine skill things we really need, because that was the one thing that I was aiming for the entire time. But I believe there might be another one at 250. Let's actually just take a quick look and make sure I'm actually... Yeah, no. There isn't actually anything else that we desperately require. The only thing that would be fantastic is Minister of Health. That would make all of our forces insanely strong. And I'm kind of thinking, yes, we should probably get that, shouldn't we? We should probably get that. Okay, so we will probably just do forced labor here. Generally, I am actually providing, I think, pretty much almost all of these skills. As you can see, I am actually the person on every single one of these. Obviously, I can't assign myself specifically, but I have a companion, right? I have a companion. But you see here, party leader is default for unassigned roles. In other words, we are providing pretty much every single benefit that we have here. Apart from scouting, I think scouting I could probably exchange for someone else. I'm not entirely sure. Does this guy have scouting skill? No, he has tactics, roguery. He doesn't have any scouting skill whatsoever, so having him is basically going to be pointless. Having him do anything is pretty much pointless. So what I should really do, if I value efficiency, which I think in this case we probably need to, we should probably go and see what we can do about making it into a caravan again. We got 233, very nice. More charm skill coming our way as well. Let's get some more of these. More tier 4s. I'm only taking tier 4s, not taking anything less, and that's obviously due to the perk. You know, we want to make sure that that perk is always active as much as possible. And you can see here, once again, we now have a full army. Very, very nice. And we can now move on. And this guy is probably going to want to fight us. Yes, he does. Now, this guy is probably who we're going to be going up against in actual fact. We're just going to probably go into the actual battle here. We could go for an auto resolve. We could go for an auto resolve here, but I think that is a little bit risky. Let's just have a look and actually see what he's using, because yeah, he's using a lot of Botanian Oathsworn right there. So that is a little bit dangerous, and I might actually make might be a bit of a mistake, actually, for us to go in here right now. Not a terribly big fan of that. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's try it out. Maybe we'll be okay. This map is terrible. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously fine, you know, from an objective standpoint, it's okay, but I personally would like to see some trees, or I'd like to see a little bit more elevation. I'd like to see a bridge, you know, all those wonderful interactables that would normally be extremely fun for us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Oh, hello. Okay, apparently I am actually going to go in here and actually try to do some damage. I wasn't intending on doing this, actually. I was thinking that I would just place my forces and then these guys would just leave us alone, but apparently they really badly want to get involved in the fight. Interesting. Okay, yeah, kind of weird. Decent-ish damage coming out from us right there. Not too bad. Would be nice if we could actually just kill some people, though. There we go. Oh, my forces are absolutely slaughtering. And, yeah, we actually have... Wait a minute. We actually have some cavalry. So I think we're going to just tell them to auto-delegate for this point. I don't think we really need to command them specifically. Because generally, I think that most of the time, as long as we have a strong backbone of our army, which we do, we have some extremely strong skirmishers and archers and things like that, I think we'll probably be okay. We do have the Oathsworn coming in here, of course, and they are going to be quite dangerous for us, I think. So I'm not a terribly big fan of that. I'm going to tell them to charge in, though. Tell them to charge in. Hopefully they'll do some damage. I mean, they're probably going to be pretty decent when it comes to melee combat, as well as obviously using their thrown weapons. So I don't think we should really exclude them from the charge order. Most of the time I do think that sometimes I am a little bit hesitant to actually go in for the charge order, especially when dealing with slightly ranged troops. So it could be hybrid troops, you know, like what we have here with the skirmishers. But as you see, that was a very nice victory. We did end up actually getting 52 influence for that and losing 15 people, which I gotta say, I actually feel is pretty decent. I think that's kind of okay. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. And indeed, as you see, we now get the opportunity to get these 11 Botanian Oathsworn, which normally I don't really care about those that much. No offense, I don't really care about those that much. But in this case, I think that they're probably going to be quite useful. So not too bad if I say so myself. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking any of these. I'll take those. Yeah, but I won't take anything else from here, and we'll just level up some of these guys. And as you can see, here's Veterans Respect coming in mighty handy. Our Sea Raider Chiefs are leveling up, and now we can decide what to level them up into. We can get Nord Berserkers from them, or we can get the Sturgian Druzniks. We are going to get the Sturgian Druzniks because they are amazing, or at least they are, in my opinion at least, better than the Nord Berserkers. I am actually a little bit disappointed by the Nord Berserkers. I think they're probably one of the worst units for the Nords, but every other Nord unit's pretty good, so I don't think you really need to have a faction that has 0 flaws or anything like that. No. I think it's yeah, they're doing very well with what they have, but Nord Berserkers were very disappointing to me when I was using them. They weren't particularly strong or anything like that. So anyway, we've now returned to the town, and we'll do a little bit of selling. We'll just sell all of this. Yeah, we got a lot of these. We got a lot of trade goods apparently for some reason. I don't know why. Let's get some grapes and all that stuff. Let's sell everything that we have here. That's 41,000. We can sell another here. That's 58,000. So we literally just made 58,000 from that. And indeed, we will just do this. Yeah. Okay, as you leave the village, a trader comes up to you and says the silver dinars that shall we say, that some of your men just gave him are just polished iron. You can indeed see some specks of rust. He demands that you pay him in full. It's entirely possible that your men tried to pass off some false coinage, but the trader's evidence could equally easily have come from his own stock. Alright, so I'm just going to say, tell the merchant that once he accepts currency, it's his own fault and his responsibility. I mean, technically, that is actually true. That is actually true. You know, you want to obviously check. But, you know, I just didn't want to lose any morale there. That's the main reason why I gave that answer. Oh, no, they actually took Lanarken Castle. That's not very nice. Okay, that's pretty bad. I wanted to recruit from there. It's a little bit more difficult to recruit when they are enemy owned, enemy controlled. So that's not exactly great, but I can go over here instead to recruit. Oh, yeah, not getting particularly lucky with that either. Okay, we might get lucky here, maybe. Yeah, a little bit more. As you can see, some tier 4s, tier 3. Just going to take that. And now we can make our way around here. Maybe we can pounce upon a couple of extra vassals coming this way. It doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. Veron Castle's running around with about 300 troops in there. What do we have going on here? They're trying to take back the castle. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's just make sure that we ourselves are looking out. They took it back. Very nice. That was extremely, extremely quick for them. Very, very good. Okay. What I would like to do... yeah, we might be able to make that work. Not anymore. I was going to say, we might be able to make that work by becoming a vassal and then besieging that. And there are all the vassals running by us right there. Would have been so nice if they were still at war against us, because then we could have gone into every single one of them and probably, well, probably got at least 3 of them in a battle. That would have been fantastic. Anyway, this is what I was talking about in a previous episode, the Guards perk. This is exceptionally good if you have a low damage polearm, or you generally have a low amount of polearm skill, or you're up against really hard enemies, you know, because then you can hit them in the head. And even if you hit them in the head, sometimes you're not going to do 100 damage to eliminate them in one hit. So that's where Guards comes in, where you will actually get that extra little boost to enable you to do that damage. And it really does make a pretty big difference in my opinion. So I like that quite a great deal. Now, I believe we're probably going to be making war against the Sturgians sometime soon. You can see here that the Northern Empire, we also have a very, very high chance of doing that. Western Empire, obviously declaring war against them. That's obviously not going to happen right now. They actually are paying a tribute to us. That's very interesting. Usually that doesn't seem to be happening for the Britannians. Not sure why, but there you go. Vlandians, obviously we're not going to be doing anything there. 11 days remaining on the tribute. And I believe, yeah, the Northern Empire, or no, we're not actually wanting to go to war against the Sturgians any further. So the Northern Empire will be our next target by the looks of things. So I will get ready for that. And otherwise, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.